Hello everyone, welcome to Kathy Rain, my playthrough of...
Hey you. Hey.
I'm recording this on PC for the first time, so it's going to be a bit sort of janky
Oh, man.
as I figure out what the fuck is going on.
Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not
Stalker!
cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just
Creepy
couldn't help
stalker.
myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining
Gingers,
order.
man.
I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
And I'm allowed to say that
don't
because
know.
I'm ginger.
Good night, Eileen.
A little bit. I have 2 ginger streaks in my hair.
Good night, Kathy.
I'm part ginger.
Oh, God, make it stop. Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Okay, so now all that's over and done with. I've played Kathy Rain once, all the way through to the end. It is a puzzle game, and I did get stuck a couple of times, but hopefully
Eileen's
that won't
girly
happen this time.
suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Messy, just the way I like it. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. Our room phone. It's got an external line. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
Is that a Titanic poster in the back?
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
I never noticed that before. This is 95. Titanic wasn't out until 97. How did they make the proper poster for the film before they'd even made the film?
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Ah, which one? Because there's a lot.
Just some random band poster. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh,
Yep.
wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
I was just about to say that.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden
Oh, I got an
retriever.
achievement.
Just some random band poster.
Did I see that one next to
Pulp
it?
Fiction. Love that flick.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. Oh, Quentin Tarantino, Uma Thurman, John Travolta, and Samuel L. Jackson, I think. Never seen it. I know who's in it, but I've never seen it. Right, let's go there. I got my Monster Energy drink. It's very nice. What I do like about this game is that it's sort of retro looking, but it also has fully voiced characters, so I don't have to play narrator.
God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object?
Ah.
Guess not. Dead people rule.
Oh, that's very gothy.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up.
When did you turn into a biker?
Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Okay, notebook, stun gun, Zippo, pack of cigarettes.
It's the priest who performed the service here. It says price.
We can't go in yet.
A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
No, they do not.
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, I think we're gonna talk anyway.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
She's an atheist. I can't judge because I am as well. Well, I wouldn't really say that. I mean, I'm open-minded. If someone shows me proof that cannot be explained, then I'm open to the concept. But
Grandma,
somebody has
anything
yet
home?
to prove to me that there is A, God, and B, life after death. So, yeah. Got to talk to Grandma.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin.
No, I couldn't because
Oh,
I
don't give me
didn't know that
look.
was
I
a
put it
thing.
back.
You haven't changed one bit.
I forgot that
Always
was a
kidding
thing.
around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical
face.
problem at the time.
Looks
some kind
could
of
kill.
glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just
gonna get
happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced help to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I don't want to show her that.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
I
Would
don't
you
want
like
to
a
show her
cigarette?
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me. Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Oh. Right. That's a face and a half. Look at that.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm
Ooh,
really
she's
quite
such a
busy at the moment.
badass.
Hey, wait. I know you.
No, you
I'm
don't.
pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
What's wrong with his voice?
Did you know
It
him at
sounds
all?
muffled.
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares?
Is he
about
gritting
the
his
law?
teeth?
Too much coffee?